Best grandpa jokes that will make the whole family laugh. What are the 2 things your grandpa doesn't like about you as a little boy? 1. You don't want to sleep in the afternoon. 2. You won't let him take a nap either. Why did grandpa's origami business go out? Because it folded. What would a lawnmower grandfather's epitaph be like? Now he's long gone. Why do you think grandpa says that he was made upside down? Because his feet smell and his nose is always running. What did grandpa call the movie Avatar? Smurfs for the grown-ups. Why did dad put wheels on grandpa's rocking chair? Because grandpa wanted to rock and roll. Why didn't anyone listen to my warning about the Titanic drowning? My grandfather replied, because you were in the theater, little boy. What happens when a boy, his father, and grandpa laugh so hard that they pee their pants? You get to know that it runs in their genes. What is grandpa's bedtime? 1 hour after falling asleep on his rocking chair. Who is the one that chimes every 1 hour? A grandfather, who's like the clock. Why did grandpa tell the ghosts about his shirt size? Because he was the medium. Why did grandpa get banned from the zoo? Because he had a lion's heart. Why did grandpa like to wear glasses while collecting takeout for dinner? He goes to pick up the dinner with a contactless drive-thru. What did grandpa say after reading karaoke tonight at a restaurant? He just asked what sort of fish that was. What does grandpa do when you tell him to change his hearing aid? He doesn't listen. What do people call grandfather clocks? The old timers. How would grandpa react when you tell him about online classes? He would say, why is your education on the line? How will that work? Birthday jokes for grandpa. What did the tall grandpa say to the little boy? You will have to do your own growing, boy, my height won't help you with that. Why didn't anyone know where the grandfather was? Because he started walking 10 miles every day since his 65-year-old birthday and now he is 95. Why didn't the grandpa use glasses even when he was an 80-year-old? Because he likes drinking from the bottle. Why did my grandpa get a man in slim-fit jeans drinking an avocado smoothie to come home? Because he was my grandpa's hip replacement, just like my grandpa, but hip. Why do people give a shout out to their grandpa on their birthdays? Because that is the only way grandpa can hear them. What is the best thing about being 100 years old according to grandpa? Grandpa said, one gets to live without peer pressure. How can God and grandpa be similar? Because they both are old. Why is today the last day that one can see 82-year-old grandpa? Because he would be 83 tomorrow. Why was grandpa counting pennies? Because he was the only one with time and money in his hand. Grandparent jokes perfect for grandpa. Why are grandparents and grandchildren always close to each other? They both have a common enemy at the home front who makes a fuss about eating sweets. Why did grandpa refer to grandma as Instagram? Because she was on his speed dial. How did the grandma stop my grandpa's habit of biting his nails after 40 long years? She hid his glass of teeth. Why do you think grandpa says that his wife makes cookies the fastest? Because she just takes nanoseconds to bake them. Why did grandpa like an all-you-can-eat restaurant more than grandma's cooking? Because he could decide when he was full at the restaurant. Why is grandpa always smiling at grandma? Because he cannot hear anything she says and doesn't want to upset her. What did grandma say to grandpa when he claimed that he let out a silent fart in the church? She said, honey, you need to replace the batteries of your hearing aid. Why did grandpa love grandma so much that he called her love, honey, darling even after 60 years of marriage? Because grandpa had forgotten grandma's name. Why did grandma call grandpa Spider-Man? Because she said, that boy finds it difficult to get out of the bathtub. Why couldn't grandpa find freedom when he left to travel abroad? Because he said that grandma followed him and arrived on the very next boat. Why did grandpa say, ask grandma for picnic permission? Because it won't be allowed if grandma said no. From what did grandpa say he suffered a high degree of stress? From grandma. Why did the grandchild call grandpa a hipster? Because grandma told him, hipsters buy clothes from thrift shops, wear glasses that are thick, and look different. What did grandpa name the Italian restaurant he started in grandma's memory? Pasta Way. How does grandpa refer to grandma when she feels all crabby? Hey there, old bae.